Christmas tree. It's a little late, but... And I got myself a Christmas present! Check this out. I'm not advocating brands or anything, but... It's been a long time since I've had a cordless drill. It's got a crappy battery. It's a very simple charging circuit. Let's see if I can remember how to take this out of here. Alright. And looking at this battery pack, 30 watt hours, type 5. You know, if I'm not mistaken, that's probably 1, 2, 3, 4. It's probably a 4-pack of 18650s. I won't actually know unless I take it apart, but I'm guessing it is, because it's just about the right size for that. Like this is 2 18650s. You can see it's just about half the size of it. So. Oh, that's cool. Look at that. Now I need is a what do they call that? An impact wrench. My favorite thing in the whole world. Pot pie. It's probably not good for me, but it probably has a crap load of sodium in it. Supposed to eat a salad. Kale. This is from Halloween. I haven't even eaten it yet. I gotta cut it open and make pumpkin pie out of it. Sodium bicarbonate, 99.9%. Life is boring. Oh yeah, I installed this. Or the gasket broke and the other one leaked everywhere. And it destroyed the cabinet. It's not bad, but I use calcium. What is that? Yeah. It doesn't even tell you what it is. Americans, they love to not educate their people. They love to keep them fucking stupid as hell. That's sad, but it's this stuff. You know, it pulls moisture out of the air. Calcium dichloride. Calcium... I forgot. Calcium chlorate. Calcium dichloride. It's not got chloration in it. Calcium. I forgot. They sell this stuff in huge buckets. It's calcium carbonate, right? I think it is. Or no, calcium carbonate is for, what do they call that? Calcium water removal. My memory sucks so bad. How do I pull the... I don't remember. So yeah, I just researched it. It's calcium chloride. This is my dog's favorite stick. I let her carry it around everywhere. Anyway, everything's pretty much cleaned up. For now, anyway. It probably won't last long. So much to do, so little time. I needed this. It's called a clamp, so I can glue these these chairs. They just use wood dowels in them and wood glue, and of course it's broken. So I got to drill the holes out with a drill bit. It's the same exact size as the dowel. And you got to put new dowels in there and wood glue it and then clamp it. It's not really that hard. As you can see, most of the time these furniture, especially the really old antique furniture, the wood dowels get weak in them and they break. It's not that hard to fix, but I don't know what else to say. It's kind of a dry time of year right now. One of the things you'll notice living in this country is pretty much everything you buy is not labeled correctly. And information is choked. They look at information like, well, you know, back in the 90s they called it an information economy, but really that was a very dissenting way. How do you say it? It's a very dissenting way to say that it's just basic information that they're withholding. And it is, like just the simple things. There's too much restriction going on, especially with chemicals and things. I mean, most people understand the obvious, like, you know, don't get chemicals on your hands, wear gloves, wear respirators if you're around stuff you can breathe in. Just simple stuff like that, but it's mainly because corporations have a stranglehold on the legal system. And whenever they find out something kills people, it has to kill them in millions before, and even then, sometimes it's covered up, which, I mean, I've proved that beyond a shadow of a doubt. But it has to kill a lot of people before they ever do anything about it, because, you know, they're motivated by money. So, and here's a neat little tidbit that I've always thought about. It's kind of funny, actually. The first drugs that were ever advertised, the first chemicals for health reasons, for, you know, whatever reasons that were advertised for, your standard human ailments. If you don't believe me, you can look this up. Look at the earliest newspapers that were ever printed in this country. What you will find is that the drug section is always followed by the lawyer section. And it's the truth. It has always been a fabric of this, the way this country works, is to create chemicals that do harm and damage, and then the lawyers wait around for people to figure it out and hire them. So, which is why I've always said that the legal profession is one of the most evil. It is like pure evil. I mean, it's like the first level of evil is someone torturing someone, like hacking their arms off, doing the physical damage, and then the one right below that is the legal profession. It's just below it. and not by far. It's just like just a little below it. So if you want to be an evil person, just become a lawyer. But the only thing good about lawyers is that you can pay them to turn on each other. So, you can pay evil to attack evil, which is good. It'll always stay that way. There we go. It's got resistance on it. It keeps you from putting the screws. But yeah, you know what I mean. End up returning this. Not because I'm renting it or anything, it's just because the lithium battery is crap. It's a tiny battery. And what I really needed was something for ratcheting. I need a ratcheting device or something that can switch between the two. Because it needs to do double duty as something for sockets. Because cars, you need sockets to get the crap off of the car. And a lot of times when you have rusted screws and rusted bolts holding stuff together, you need to use ratchets, impact wrench. Like when the screws rust, you need impact to get it out without stripping it anyway. What the hell was that? Anyway, this stuff right here, this is all you need to do your dishes and your laundry. It's good stuff. It basically adds oxygen into the water. It oxygenates it and salts it. You get salt and sodium, basically bases, acids, and salts are pretty much all you need to do really good cleaning. It's almost time for me to go to sleep. The internet is so censored, it's actually ridiculous. I realized that. It's so bad that this computer itself, when I do searches, it's literally like stuff is omitted. Like when I'm looking for something. Just simple things will be omitted. And then I'll go over to the other computer and it'll show up on that one, but it won't show up on this one. I haven't quite figured it out. Well, the only difference is the browser. I use different browsers on different computers just so I can get an idea about what's being censored and what's not being censored. And then you got to bounce out several times on VPNs just to figure it out. It's advertising crap. Goodbye. Anyway, something else that is crazy. This is absolutely crazy. I need wood, right? Planks of wood. And I know for a fact that in Canada, wood is actually, it's rotting in the lumber yards. They have too much wood. There's a surplus of it. There's a surplus of boards and wood. Yet, 12 boards just to replace some rotting boards on a deck is going to cost me $200. Well, that's insane. It is just absolutely insane. It means that if I took apart my deck and I rebuilt it with today's prices, it would cost the same amount as it actually cost to buy this house. Now, that is crazy. All right, there has to be something wrong with that. It doesn't proportionally make sense. So whatever kind of person can sit there and justify that, price gouging, maybe. I'm trying to figure out what's going on with the wood supply. Because just a couple of years ago, I read how it was just stagnating, north of the country. So there must be some kind of manipulation going on, because it can't be that expensive to buy just your simple 2x6s. This is it's way overpriced. And it's fucking wood. It's free. It grows for free in the forest. And there's plenty of it. Anyway, it turns out that this house was involved in a class action lawsuit because it turned out that the wood that they put in it was known to be defective. It wasn't treated correctly. So the insurance company knows this, and they're dumping all these people with the homes that they know have like wood rot or any type of fungus growing in it because the wood wasn't treated correctly. Now, the thing is you know how lawyers are. They're pure evil. Pure evil. I mean, they're just below people who like to torture for fun. The kind of people who put kittens in blenders, shit like that. You go one below that, and then that's the lawyers. Well, they are also the people who run insurance companies. And, everybody knows that insurance is a complete scam. It's complete shit, and it should be outlawed. Because it really is. It's gambling without winning. It's like going into a gambling establishment and there's not fair odds. You don't have fair odds. It's all rigged. But this house is... it was made by a builder that was sued, and all of the lawsuits were won. But because no one informed her that there was a lawsuit about the way that she's having to pay out of pocket to fix all of the damage in her house. And not only that, the insurance company is breathing down her back. But it's a bad situation. I mean, she was damaged by negligent action. And then to put it on top of it, the insurance company they're fully aware of that. And their motivation in it is to dump people that have claims. That's what they do. Anything that they can do to dump people. It's absolutely evil, to the core. But it's how they make a living. Which is why I say, kill them all. Killing people is bad, but why not? I mean, if you're going to engage in that type of living, where you write on a piece of paper, this is pretty much the legal profession right here, right? You owe me. There you go. And then I put this at the bottom. And there we go. Now it's legal. Now I get a judge to go stamp and then put a public record stamp. And then there you go. Now I own you. You would say, is that fair? Oh no, it's fucking evil. It's pure evil. But that's how they do it. Now I've stolen all your shit, your life, and everything from you, and I didn't even fire a shot. So does that make me a better person or a worse person? I don't know. Does it? I mean, what would you say? Is the pen mightier than the sword? Well, I guess when it comes to thieving, it is.